You're welcome to How to Find God, a program brought to you by Ekcankar, the path of spiritual freedom. My name is Ijoma Wankwo. It's my pleasure to be your host on today's episode. As we journey through life and its challenges, the predominant emotion we face is fear. Fear of the unknown and fear of uncertainties. Well, our topic for discussion today is replacing fear with God's love. In the studio with us today are two members of Ekcankar. First is Isaac Obilo.
Thank you so much for having me.
You're welcome, Isaac. And we also have Ambrose Obiechina.
Thank you very much. It's my pleasure.
Happy to have you.
Can help expand the awareness.
Singing hymn can help you experience divine love. Singing hymn can heal a broken heart.
Singing hymn offers solace during times of grief.
Singing hymn can help bring peace and calm.
Now, Isaac, why is fear such a predominant emotion in life?
Fear is natural. Fear is powerful. Fear is strong. And it stems from uncertainties, unawareness about what is going to happen.
Okay.
Unawareness about today, tomorrow, and some other time. Fear is such that it denies us of certain goodness of life. In fact, the fear of death has taken away from people the joy of living. Fear is as strong as that. We fear about failure in exams. We fear about choosing a spouse. We fear about paying our house rent, where the next food is going to come from. Fear is that dominant.
Okay, thank you so much. Ambrose, you share the same view?
Well, it is a statement of fact that fear actually is the dominant emotion that people do have. And this is basically what we experience from birth. Have you ever wondered why a child cries when it is born? It's afraid of what is to encounter. And so the mother is worried. What will my child look like? He looks at the face of the child. He's worried about the nurse. To the nurse, I said, I hope my baby is okay. It's fear. So it's just there with us. And we have to learn how to conquer it or overcome it or live with it.
All right. Thank you. An interesting perspective there. Now, Isaac, back to you. How then can we recognize God's love in our lives? Topic of discussion is replacing fear with God's love. But how can we recognize God's love in our lives?
God's love is everywhere. Always, always everywhere. It is left with us to be able to identify them. For instance,
Okay.
I'm sure you woke up this morning. Nobody woke you up. I'm sure you took it for granted. You took for granted that you can come here on your own. Nobody holding your hands. You took for granted that you can talk. When we are kids, sometimes you wake up in the morning and you can't open your eyes. Your mom will bring some palm oil and rub your eyes and make you be able to see. Then you begin to appreciate that seeing is not just yours, it's God's love. I don't know if you have been able to get into a bus that is cramped, and you get out of the bus and you can't use your legs. Then you begin to appreciate what it takes for you not to be able to move. God's love is everywhere. Recognizing it takes those of us in Ekcankar, the spiritual exercises of Ek.
Okay.
The spiritual exercises of Ek help us recognize God's love. as something that is every day in our lives. It's always there. So when we do the spiritual exercises, the simplest is the hue, then you can appreciate what you have and remove your attention from the things you don't have, which of course are all blessings of God.
Thank you so much. Ambrose, Isaac mentioned about the spiritual exercises of Ek.
Yeah.
One of which he mentioned is the hue. Can you tell us about the hue?
Well, the hue is the holy sacred name for God.
Okay.
It is the sound in all sounds. The hue sustains all life. And we are on the part of Ek. When we talk about the hue, some people find it incredible that we give it so much prominence, and so, because to them it's almost unbelievable, but we are telling them the simple truth. Hue is the holy sacred name of God. And if you call the name of God with reverence, with love, you will get answers. And it is a written fact and a known fact that if you call the name of God with reverence, with love, you will get answers. But the big question is, God will answer you in his own way and in his own time. And so when you do not get the answer the way you want it, you think that God hasn't answered your prayer. The problem is not with God answering your prayer. It is your expectation of the way God should behave or respond to you. That is usually the problem. Not whether God answers our prayers or not, because he does. Because God is love. He is our Father. He doesn't have a choice. He is love. The problem usually is with us.
Okay, thank you so much. Now, Ambrose, Isaac mentioned about the spiritual exercises, one of which he mentioned is the hue. What is the hue?
The hue is the holy sacred name for God. It is the sound in all sounds. And it is the name which God recognizes as his. And it is the easiest way to get in touch with God.
Thank you. Isaac, can you demonstrate this form of spiritual exercise?
Thank you very much. Hue, like Ambrose said, is the sound in all sounds.
Okay.
Is the sound of soul. Is the ancient mantra. Anybody can sing the hue. It doesn't matter your religion. It doesn't matter your ethnicity. It doesn't matter whether you're male or female. Just sing the hue. The way to sing the hue is simple. You see, relax, but always you can't be relaxed sitting down. You may be lying down. You may be driving your car. You may be walking in the farm. You may be in the market. Anytime you feel like singing the hue, just sing the hue. Okay. And those of us in Ekcankar advise to sing the hue 20 minutes each day. The hue is sung with eyes closed. You may leave your eyes open if you don't want to close your eyes. Okay. And put your attention at the region here between your eyebrows and sing in your outward breath. Hue, hue. You can sing for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes as you are able to do. When you sing the hue, you're simply saying, God, let your will be done. And anytime the will of God is done in our lives, we are going to enjoy some happy moments.
Fantastic. Thank you so much for sharing how to sing the hue. Now, Ambrose, do you have any personal stories to share on using or utilizing the hue as a spiritual exercise as a form of replacing a fear that you had faced in life?
Yes, I recollect an experience I had a few years back. I tried to get a job somewhere that I will do on a temporary basis. And I got to this place. The place I was given to the job was not what I expected. I tried everywhere. But this place that responded promptly was known to be violent. And it was difficult for me to accept to stay there. Then I said to myself, look, it's only for a while. Why not go there, stay for a while and go back to your normal station? So I went there, and when I got there, I found that I was embraced so much love, and they wanted me to stay. And I said to my spiritual guide, the Mahanta, I don't think I like this place, so I